Alright, what's going up with you guys? I just wanted to go ahead and make another video about this Spawn VST. My name is OPT, aka SON Productions, aka Terpy Toine. Uh, but right now, buddy, I was about to go ahead and check out the new update that we have on Spawn, and I just wanted to go ahead and I played around with it a little bit before making this video. So we're gonna just go ahead and kind of jump right into it. Shoo. I'm just going to open up a channel rack, replace it with Spawn VST. And this kind of got like a really crucial update. So if you haven't updated it yet, I already updated it on here. But I guess you can go on to, let's see. I think it's portal.tryspawn.com/portal. I'll leave the link inside of my description, or it'll pop up on the screen right there so you guys can see it. But so basically right there they dropped a new update, and I got an email the other day talking about how they just updated Spawn. So I was like, you know what, let's try this out, because I do like Spawn and I've been using it sometimes. Lately I've been trying to write it by hand, but as of right now I was like, you know what, I want to try Spawn again, because they sent me the update, and I really enjoy Spawn. I think that anybody that doesn't know how to use MIDI or knows how to write their own MIDI, it's a very good game changer. Also, even if you do know how to write it and you're just trying to get a beat done fast, I feel like it's a really, really good system or AI tool. Oh. So let's go. Oh, I'll keep on doing this. So right here, this is what the new interface looks like. The new interface, it has a couple of different components that it didn't really have, and they kind of updated some of the other components. What I think is very neat about this new one, personally, is that now you can have different types of genres for Spawn. So before, you used to have a drop-down menu, you used to have three different basically three different types of lists. So this one has instruments and characters, so it's only two lists this time, but I feel like it's what it needs to be. Before, I think that it was like a little bit all over the place, but it was still very effective. But now I think that it actually had like a pretty good polished update, in my opinion. So we're just gonna try to make a beat with Spawn. So this is gonna be like a review slash beat of Spawn. So we're gonna go ahead and just try to make, let's say, like something 90s era. I want to go ahead and put some guitar, a piano. I want it kind of clean. It's still gonna probably shoot out something dirty, because that's what it does. And so then right here, it has a key and scale. If I push this power button, I'm going to turn on the key and scale, and I'm going to go into F sharp minor. And I'm only going to pull out 4 bars. So I'm going to spawn that, wait for it to go. Takes a second. So to stop the spawn is kind of tricky, because the play button right here you can use. I'm always make everything difficult in my life, so I use the stop and play button. Other than that, that's pretty much how that goes. Now, what's really cool about Spawn right now is that they actually have a option to turn everything into wave format, so you can just have like a wave format of the Spawn that it comes out with. So I can use this as a cut. I'm gonna just drag and drop this little button right here allows me to just grab it, and I'm just gonna put it onto the track, and I'm gonna change it to song. And then I'm gonna turn it off by using the instrument mode. So that's the kind of tricky thing about that. Sometimes with Spawn it will do that, but that's just, it's you gotta be nitpicky. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nitpicky like that. I feel like, yeah, it could have been done in a better, easy AI or UI user interface. But other than that, I mean, like, this is beautiful, bro. Like, this is a beautiful, and that's just the first one I pulled. So let's just see what I can do with it. Boom. Now let's say I didn't like that part, I can just cut that. B, delete that, and I can just repeat this. Probably wouldn't have a very good beat if you did that, but you know, I think that it's pretty unique just to have that in general. So let's go over a couple other more things with Spawn that I think that is actually pretty decent. So again, you still have the different MIDIs that you can choose from. So I'm gonna take this mode off. This means that I'm playing it through here, and I'm just gonna hit the play button. And then you can change. Yeah. Then you can change the MIDI right here, and you can also change the tones up here. So let's see what some of these tones sound like. So that's the same MIDI, the same exact MIDI with a tone variation called Pablo. And what I mean by tone, I mean like basically different types of instruments. That's basically what I mean by tone, if that makes sense. I make everything difficult. I may not use the proper words, but you know, hopefully you get the gist. You're picking up what I'm putting down. But let's just go ahead and listen to some of these instruments that they put in there. So I think that's pretty decent. So also the user interface kind of changed a little bit, and for me, I think that it's a lot more easier. So right here we have like the mixer basically. So this edits the MIDI. You can change any note you want with it. So I mean, let's just. So you can change different MIDI positions on here. So here's a do 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 instead now. So here we can also mess with the different effects that it has. So I have like a distortion. So I'm just gonna play it. These are the chords. So it's very important to know where you're at in there. So the melody is gonna be up top right here. Chords, but this sounds like it probably flipped the melody with the chords, which it does happen sometimes. So like don't get too sidetracked on that. But basically it just spit out this, and it looks like these are the chords that it got me for. So let's see if we can mess with some of these chords and make it sound a little bit different. So that's how you're gonna mess with the different filters. Each filter has its own turn knobs or settings that you can mess with. So distortion, this is what the distortion looks like. This is what the chorus looks like. This is what the flanger looks like. And this is what the delay looks like. So you can actually mess with them. Oh, and this is the reverb. So you would mess with them by pressing these chords or bass, however you want. And if you want to just turn it off, you can just press the power button right there and it turns off the actual chords, melody, whatever. Nothing's playing. So I think that's actually pretty awesome in my opinion. And I think that they did a really good job with this, just in my personal opinion. So this is like melodies that they have, and these are going to be the different sounds for it. So as you can see over here, when we go back to basically the mixer channel is what I'm calling it. Probably the wrong name, it says it right down there. It says open sounds and MIDI editing page. This is the editing page. I'm going to go to the presets browser. And I'm gonna click something like random different sounds that they have, just to see if I can get a feel of like what I like. So. Now, let's say you don't like none of that, and it's really hard for you to find something. You can just do something for a quick search. Okay, so these are two different presets name. I'm gonna just click the Dark Knight preset. So you get a very wide spectrum of, like, you know, different types of sounds that they have, which I think is pretty awesome. So for me, that's pretty much the update that I've seen and that I've really enjoyed, and I think that it's actually pretty good. Oh, gotta blur that one out. Anyways, though, so this is going to be your settings, presets, etc. I don't think you can actually take that code and do anything with it because they only have like a one-time use code. But I'm not playing any games. So from here, I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to just spawn something out the blue. I'm going to spawn something, let's go trap. I want a lot of piano. I do like it clean, and I want some synth leads. I might take off the clean and go for bright and maybe a little ethnic. And I want that same F sharp minor. And I'm going to spawn it. So I kind of like that. I'm just going to drag and drop that. So right here is our drag and drop MIDI. I'm just going to put that in there. And now what I like to do with Spawn, because it does a lot of stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and clone that. And clone it again. So I'm going to do 2 clones. Each clone's going to be set off for that, so that way it doesn't play through Spawn. I'm going to go inside of here, inside the piano roll, and I'm going to try to separate some of these stuffs that I think that... So those are the high notes. I'm going to copy those. I'm going to go back in here. Oh. Now I'm going to go to the second one, and I'm just going to paste those high notes in there. Alt-H goes through... Oh. Alt-H goes through your MIDI, but only the ones that are written. So, right here, I'm going to delete those high notes. And I can tell those are the bass notes. So just make everything so simple. Go ahead and Control V that. Just so we know what everything is, I'm going to go ahead and rename this Spawn _ bass notes. I'm going to rename this one Spawn _ chords. Oh wait, those are the high notes, right? High notes. Just put H in for short. And this one, rename Spawn _ chords. So now I got the chords, high notes, and bass. So now I'm just going to take this. Oh, and I'm going to go in there and make sure I deleted everything. So I didn't delete the bass notes, so we're just going to delete those. So now I have the chords right here. Alt-H to cycle through your MIDI. These are going to be the bass notes. Alt-H again, and those are the high notes. So now I got everything pretty much layered. I'm going to go over here to pattern 1, and I'm just going to rename it Spawn. Now from here, I'm just gonna right click it and I'm gonna click split by channel. It splits everything up. So I know spawn chords, boom. Now we can just go to song. Right? So that makes some good beats right there. So now we're gonna add some bass to it, some 808s. Again, shout out Cymatics. They always got the best 808s right now that I've been using. I've just been stuck on these, glued to them, but you know, they say when you keep on doing something for too long, you need to switch it up sometimes. So I'm probably gonna switch up my 808s in a second. But what I've really been loving their 808s. They got this Bang hip hop drum kit. And their 808s are pretty nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna use that one. Got some dirt, and all those kits are free if you go to like Cymatics. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing. I just really believe that what Steven's doing over there is actually legit. Like he makes a lot of stuff for free, so that way you can actually get started producing. And it kind of made me fall in love with producing the way that he did that. So shout out Steven Cymatics for sure. Bro is a goat for that. So let's go something like. Let's do it. Okay, now I'm gonna add a snare to that. Actually, I might go back to Steven again, bro. The Cymatics, his Bad Bunny loops and everything. You got this Bad Bunny, and they got some drum one shots right here, and they have these snares. Love that. So I'm making new pattern snares, and when you're making music, it's really good to try to separate everything that you do individually, because that can come up later on in life when you're actually copying or when you're pasting it inside of the channel rack. You'll be able to put different types of feelings and emotions into the song, and you can actually layer them up very beautifully. So I'm just gonna put the snare right there so you can see everything I'm doing. So I'm gonna go on like the 4th note and everything like that. So now the hi-hats, I swear by my hi-hats, bro. I'm not gonna cap to you. I love my hi-hats, and I'll tweak with them, and I'll have them make different sounds. But the best ones, in my opinion, are the ones that come with FL Studio. And it's gonna be like, if you're making trap beats or anything like that, these two, the 808 and the 808 open hat, the CH means closed hat, OH means open hat. Both of these they're just, in my opinion, they're unmatched, especially if you add some effects to them and you know what you're doing. So we're just gonna open these two up. And then I like my closed hat to be on the top, so I'm gonna hit Alt up to move that closed hat or up, so you can see how I'm moving it. So just make sure it's highlighted, boom, up. So I'm gonna make a little brrr, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure that it starts off with that. mess with this 808 a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and Alt H, get to the 808. And then what I'm gonna do with this 808 is I'm going to do something I learned from BusyWorks Beats. He taught me how to do some crazy stuff with these 808s, bro. If you don't know his channel, definitely go check him out too. Bro is a prodigy, bro. I swear to God. So right here, we're gonna turn all this down. The hold, we're gonna turn all the way up. The sustain, we're gonna turn down. Now what this is gonna do is this is gonna stop that 808 from going, right? So I'm just gonna drag this out a little bit. Let me snap to like 1/6 beats fine. So I'm gonna go, and I want this to stop it. And this is gonna give it a little bit of definition. I'm gonna move the last hi-hat a little bit up. One, two, three. So I'm doing in 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna take this last note and I'm gonna move this up 3. So I'm gonna hit Shift just to move it. So I hit Control to highlight it. Control, highlight it, Shift. Shift 1, 2, 3. So you see how it has like some tone to it now? And then what that does, basically, when I went inside of here, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and take this, boom, 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 boom. So this is basically what that looks like, and that's the volume, and it's the envelope. So in the envelope, we're just messing with it a little bit, and basically what we're telling the DAW system is, hey, play the button. See, so play it as long as I hold it. But if I just tap it really fast, it just. But if I hold it, it goes. If I go, nothing happens. So we're just telling the computer to do that with the DAW system. Excuse me. So then also I want to show you guys some other stuff real quick. So let's just go ahead and delete all this. So delete, 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 delete. Oh, down. Delete, delete. So you can come up with like ideas a lot with like Spawn. So right here, right? I'm gonna bump this up to 180. So it's a little bit fast. So let's go ahead and just move that down to like 160. B for brush, put that in there. Go ahead and do that. And let's just go ahead and snare in the background for right now, just to get everything on beat properly. Oh. Sounds like some old RuneScape stuff, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. Shout out to my RuneScape days, man. I used to grind that so tough. All right, let's go ahead and I might still grind RuneScape here and there. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. But anyways, let's go ahead and just, like I said, I swear by. Oh, we're not doing the hi-hats right now. We're gonna do the Cymatics, Bad Bunnies. We got some good gen 1 shots on here too, so let's use the snares. Ooh, percussion. Going back to my same drums. My bad, I deleted this. It's gonna take a little bit more time, but oh well. Close hat, open hat, new pattern hat. So you can do a lot of different things with Spawn, right? So that's the whole gist of this video. So let's just make something crazy. So. So I'm gonna start off with the so we kind of get where we're going. Boom, boom, boom. Pop, drop the bass. Oh. The bass, the last part of that one. Drop the bass again, shift, spread, add the snare, like right here. Hi-hat, we'll introduce that one there, the snare there. Go ahead and highlight both of these, shift. Boom, we got that going. Let's go ahead and just get a half beat right there, and we're gonna drag this back. This is where you can put your tags at. I'm gonna put my daughter, because I love my daughter, and she's going in every video I have. Right, boom. Let me attach this to none, because it be tweaking sometimes. And I'm just gonna leave it right there. And then I'm also gonna add a reverse cymbal. So I'm gonna take some cymbals right here. I'm like a really loud one. That crash kind of goes crazy. I'm not gonna open a new channel. I'm gonna drag, drop it. I'm gonna take this, line that up. Let's go ahead and go like that. And then we're gonna go ahead, double click it, reverse that bad boy. Oh, messed that up. Double click it, reverse. Take this, cut it out like that. And let's just go like right there. So now we got some audio issues. Take all this, control, drag it, click, left click, drag, control L. My bad, I'm trying to show y'all how I'm cooking up. Sorry if I'm missing some stuff. We can take this crash, we're gonna put it down way, way low. Put that crash all the way down there. Take my daughter's voice. I'm gonna add Cymatics memory. Oh, not the memory. I'm gonna replace this with a space. So we can probably put that up a little bit. Let's take this 808. We're gonna take this 808 and we are going to EQ it. And we're gonna bring that bass up a little bit, bring some of the high notes down. And this is just for simplicity's sakes. I'm not doing nothing too crazy. And I'm just gonna take the same symbol and grab it like that, bud. Bring it over here. Just play it back one more time for y'all. Also, what I like to do sometimes, even though this is still a clip about Spawn, I'm just going to show you little tips that I do. I'll consolidate this track from track start that. Right here. Then I'll create an automation clip of this pan. Create automation clip. LFO, you got to click that bad boy. I want the amount to be high and I want the speed to be slow. So now it's bouncing between both speakers. So now you got it bouncing. It's bouncing from one speaker to the next speaker. Boom, 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 boom. is tuned to, I think, right there. Let's go ahead and just mess with this closed hat. Take this closed hat, get in there. We're gonna delete these, highlight that, Control L, Alt U. Now let's tune this to the right frequency. I feel like you should tune it. And there goes my Spawn review. Overall, I think that Spawn's reliable. It's helpful. I think that you should get it. I'm not sure how much they're charging right now for it. Let me just go ahead and take a quick peek. Let's just go ahead and see what Sauceware is charging for it now. I got it when it was on sale for 99 bucks, which I'm not sure if they're planning on raising that price. So let's go to saucewareaudio.com real quick. I can tell you how much it costs. So Spawn is still at $100 right now. They also have different packs for Spawn that you can actually put inside of there. And also you can like transfer the chords in Spawn. So like, let's say I didn't like any of this stuff, right? So let's just take all this out. Let's go ahead, ungroup this real quick. Unmute clips and ungroup it. What am I gonna ungroup? There it goes. So right here we got the chords of the Spawn chords. If you have an instrument that you think will sound better, then you can just replace it with it. So I'm just gonna replace it with, like, let's say flex, right? Let's just do a piano just to show you guys what I mean. So I just took Spawn out, I replaced it with flex, and I'm just gonna put a piano in there. Now I can change the high notes too, replace, and I'm gonna just do flex just to be simple right now. And let's do something like a synth pluck. Just for, you know, this is probably gonna sound horrible. Not too bad. And let's change the bass too. So let's say I don't like that bass either. Replace the bass. I'm just gonna replace it with the flex again. Flex! Nah, flex go crazy, bro. I should buy the full version of it, but I'm too broke. Let's go. Anything really. I mean, this is, what else we got? Arkham City. Oh, where's that? Got some of these, you know, favorited because they're actually pretty dope. Where's the dark chocolate? I do like dark chocolate. So I mean, it's pretty versatile of an instrument. I was getting ready to wrap that up earlier, but I mean, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, just so you can see that you can just change everything. I'm gonna hit Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Hopefully I don't crash. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. And we're right back where we had. So it's not like the best out there, what I just did, but you know what I'm saying? You can see that going a million different ways, you know what I'm saying? You can slow it down if you want to. Let me not do that. Hold on. Let's go with stretch. This is probably gonna make it go out of sound, but you know, let's just show you. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff you can probably hear a different bass in your head, whatever. But you know, give it out to Sauceware, bro. He's doing a lot of good stuff out there. If you want to check him out, I'm gonna go ahead and leave his link in my description for his website where you can buy Spawn VST. I highly recommend it. It's actually a really fun AI tool to play around with. It's powered by, I believe, Lemonade, if I'm not mistaken, and Lemonade makes some pretty good stuff as well. And I think that he has some of his, like, he has a Scorch program that he charges a lot of money for. He puts some of the sounds of Scorch inside of the Spawn VST, so that way you can come up with different sounds. Of course, you don't have the full Scorch program in here, but you have some of the Scorch sounds that come from that program inside of here. I think that overall, Spawn VST, they're doing something pretty cool where you can still get intricate with your beats, and you can actually get hands-on as opposed to making AI beats. When you go on to like various other websites where you just tell it what kind of beat you want, you can't really control so much out of it. You can't control everything. So I really believe that making your own beat, so that way you can have your drops, you can add different type of hi-hats, different types of flows, is very important for a musician, especially if you're trying to like make it very unique. And I think that humans for sure like beat AI, but AI is coming pretty darn close. AI is pretty, you know what I'm saying, the vocals in AI, the everything else. But other than that, I think that if you have an AI tool such as this, you might be ahead of the game with AI. And that's just my opinion. So go ahead, give him a shout, or not a shout, give him a checkout. Shout out to you for sure, Sauceware, for doing this project. It looks like it took a long time for him to do. And I know that he went through like a lot of backlash with certain buyers of it. And for me, I've been rocking with him ever since I got Spawn. It's been about 2 or 3 months I've had it, and it's never really let me down. Of course, it's also fun to make beats by hand, but you know, when you're just like not feeling lazy, but like you know, they have what they call beat block, where you can't think of anything right now. I believe that it's a very good tool for beat block, and it gives you a little bit more room to play around with this newest update. Spawn 2.0 update. I mean, not too much else. I mean, y'all stay blessed. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Have a beautiful day.